Hello, my name is Tatum Micale, and this is my TED Talk, Learning to Use Comparison the Right Way. I'd like to start off with a question. Please raise your hand if you've ever compared yourself to somebody else. Almost everyone. This is because it's a natural response that the brain just does for survival instincts. It can't naturally just turn it off. It does it anyway. I'd like to share a story of a time where comparison almost took a hold of me, but I learned a way to beat it. When I was 10, I was starting my first season of club volleyball. I was nervous, and the other girls intimidated me. I knew I didn't really belong there, but I wanted to play volleyball, so I pushed myself to go out and try out. I got in a team, and the girls around me were so much better than me. I constantly compared myself to them. I told myself I could never be like them. I could never have the skills that they have, the skill set. I knew I wanted to change, but I didn't know how. Like most people, I started with the physical side. I started putting in more work, early mornings, late nights, weekends, and weekdays. I knew I wanted to change, and this is how I started. I put in a lot of work so I could become better physically. But with this, I completely forgot about the mental side. I didn't know at the time that volleyball is 80% mental, 20% physical. And so while I was becoming a better player physically, mentally, I wasn't moving at all. I would get upset easily. I would even be subbed out because of how I was acting on the court, of how I couldn't maintain my emotions, and so I couldn't lock into the game. So I knew after getting subbed out multiple times that I needed to improve how I thought of myself mentally. Constantly comparing myself to my teammates wasn't helping me. It was making me a worse player overall. I knew something had to change. With the help of my second and third year coaches, I learned that taking this comparison and turning it around to pushing myself and using it as a motivator and not a setback was the key. So instead of saying, I wish I was like them, I wish I had the same skills as them, I pushed myself to say, I'll work to have the same skills as them. I'll work to be like them. I'll work to make my serve over the net, to make my hitting good. All of these things led me to be a better athlete. But it's not just about saying you'll do something. It's about going out and doing it. Putting in that extra work, those late nights that you just get home from practice and you have so much homework, it's about all of that. It's about the things that you do off the court, not just going to practice. A quote that inspired me was said by Vince Lombardi. He said that the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. This quote showed me that if I wasn't seeing the results I wanted in my gameplay, it's because I wasn't working hard enough. I had to put in more work to see what I wanted. If I wasn't getting what I wanted out of volleyball, it's because I wasn't putting enough in. But how can you all relate to this? Maybe you've never been directly in my shoes before, but at least once you compared yourself to somebody. Maybe you compared your body to someone you saw on social media. Maybe you compared your salary to your coworkers. Either way, it's happened. But if this comparison doesn't help you, why do we all do it? Well, the brain does it just subconsciously. It's not necessarily something we can turn off. But learning how to use comparison in the right way and learning how to turn it into something that can help you is what will truly make a difference in your life. If you take comparison and you apply it into something that will push you to be a better person tomorrow, then it'll truly help you. The term is, comparison is a thief of joy. But is this really true? Well, that's what we've all heard. That's what we've grown up knowing. But no one wants to talk about how if you can turn this around and use it as a motivator, something to uplift you, something to make you a better person, how it will push you to be amazing tomorrow in the long run. Being 1% better every day, it's not about being 100% next week. It's about slow increments of being a better person and a better player, in my case, or a better worker, coworker, whatever that is, being better tomorrow, being better slow day by day. I hope that even if you weren't paying attention, maybe you didn't care from the start of this talk, maybe you're tired, you've been here a long time, I hope what you take from this talk is that you can truly change comparison. Even though you might compare yourself constantly, every single day, you always wish you were like somebody else, you can turn it around into something to help you, something to motivate you. It can actually push you to be a better you if you take it the right way. Thank you.